I have a friend who works for the FBI, and I asked him how to deal with the online harassment that I get from a certain subreddit, from kiwi farms, from places like that. And he told me the only way to fight that stuff back is to expose those people for what they really are. So that's what this video is. I'm going to show you some receipts that I think you should see. First off, if you...
No. Who the hell from the FBI told you that it was a good idea to talk about this? That's not the best way to deal with a bunch of crazy trolls on some subreddit. The best way to deal with a bunch of crazy trolls on some subreddit is to ignore them. But I get it that at a certain point you just don't care anymore. So I totally understand Boogie from that point of view. And some of the things he talks about in this video are pretty messed up that these people do to him. It's pretty crazy. But, you know, feeding the trolls is a really stupid idea. I mean, it really is a bad idea, but I get that you can't, you know, you can't hold it in after a certain point in time. You feel like you got to say something. You need to fight back. But also, everybody's always telling Boogie to fight back. Everybody's always like, dude, grow a backbone and say something or whatever. But I think one of the things is, I think a lot of people are talking about, when they say that about Boogie, they're talking about, like, fighting back against, like, people in real life that say something to him, not like a group of people who are trolling him on Twitter or Reddit or whatever. I'd probably leave them alone. I'd actually go after the people who verbally actually say something wrong about you in real life. But these people do some messed up stuff, so part of me is happy that this got released because this is kind of weird. Now, Boogie has been playing kind of like victim for so long now that it feels like a lot of people just don't even care about this. Like, they're not even... Like, it feels like even his own people are upset. And I think that, unfortunately for Boogie right now, he just can't do anything right now. I feel so bad about that for him. You know, he lied about being swatted, he admitted here. And that's one of the things that people are... that's the one thing that people are gravitating to. I'm not going to do that. I may put it in the title as, you know, Boogie lied about being swatted. But this guy's under massive amounts of emotional pressure. And I just don't think he knows what to do, because who the hell would, you know what I mean? He has been swatted before. People do know where he is. That's kind of creepy. So I understand his tactic to sort of say that he was swatted when he wasn't. I know people who have done similar things. It's a great tactic, I guess, to get sympathy or to show people severity of a situation. If they're not believing you how severe the situation already was, well, I'll go to this next level. I understand what he did was he was sending the bait out there to see what they would respond with. You know what I mean? But I think that saying you got swatted was a little too much bait. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was a little too much. Like, he should have said more smaller little things. You know, like fun things, fun little things. Like I only have one ball. I only have one testicle. I lost one of my testicles. I never told anybody. You know, things like that. I think you could have said stuff like that to expose the trolls, because his point of doing this was to leak out information so then they could expose themselves, which I get that. But again, I think something funner, like I only have one testicle, would have been a smarter idea than, oh, I've been getting swatted. So then they come out with, oh, you've been getting swatted, and then everyone's saying swatted, and then you have to say that you got swatted. But now, everybody, the one thing that people are angry about, even though this video that Boogie makes is really compelling to show you why this group of people on Reddit are disgusting, there's a lot of people hating on it. In fact, it has almost as many dislikes as likes, 9,000 likes to 8,000 dislikes. Because a lot of people, the only thing they're taking away from this is Boogie lied about being swatted and lied about other things, among everything else he's always lied about. So everybody's, instead of seeing his side here and seeing that there are these psychos that troll him, all they're seeing is that he is a liar. And so he really kind of hurt himself with this. And like I said, he should have said something like, I got one ball, or I like to eat mayonnaise out of the jar, or, you know, like, or I like to eat ass. That could have been something else, like I only like to eat girls' asses or something. Like just something weird, personal, that like would be embarrassing, that it would get out there, and then he'd be like, yeah, I literally told that to them as a joke so they'd expose themselves and I could see who the people were or whatever the case was. And that way nobody's like, oh my God, Boogie, you lied about having one testicle? Like, I mean, that's just silly. So, like, who cares? But lying about swatting makes them look a lot worse. So, but anyway, I'm going over things that we already talked about. But yeah, this is it's a crazy situation, man. And again, like, I'm kind of like, you know, my buddy Jeremy over there that I've known for a long time. I think I've known Jeremy since he had 50 or 80,000 subscribers when he used to just do magic cards, and now he does all these news videos and drama videos and things like that. And I always found him to be pretty honest with stuff. And I remember Boogie's just kind of like left him out to dry multiple times. And this guy still has Boogie's back. And I'm kind of the same way. I really love Boogie. I do. I like him. And without Boogie, I wouldn't have done things on my channel a lot of ways that I did. I took a lot of influence from some of the stuff that he did way early on. I mean, I've been on YouTube since 2007 or 6 or something like that. But it wasn't until I saw what some other people were doing. One guy who's not even on YouTube anymore. And, you know, guys like Boogie and stuff like that, that I was like, I guess I can see what I can do on here, you know? And that stuff still matters to me.
Wrong, because they know you'll never find this stuff. They know that you will believe the lie, and they'll give it even more false context. I've heard them saying stuff like, I paid my ex-wife, or bullied or threatened my ex-wife to tweet this out, and that they were going to leave it up because they know the truth. When it's not the truth. They are just lying to you. They're just fucking liars. But that's not even the point of this video. This video is because I did something very, very stupid. They've been calling me a liar and a manipulator for a really, really long time, and after talking to my friend at the FBI, after talking to a friend in PR, they made a suggestion, and that was to bait them and see what would happen. So I did. I had a private conversation with somebody I knew who posted on that message board, and I filled...
Oh my God, your stupid lawyer friend again, or your stupid FBI friend again. What the fudge is with Boogie's... Like, so every dumb decision that Boogie made was started by this FBI agent. I don't even know if I believe this, guys. I don't know if I believe this. You're telling me you have an FBI friend or a lawyer friend who told you that what you should do is bait them, and you decided to tell them you were swatted. Like, who is this lawyer friend? And that also a lawyer friend or FBI friend who said you should make a video about this exposing them. Oh my God, no! Who is this friggin' friend? Who is this? I want to choke this FBI friend of yours. What is he doing?
It full of tons of misinformation to see what they would grab a hold of. Now, I want to show you these receipts.
Why? 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 I mean, you already know that they're making stuff up about you. So the only reason you would leak out to them a fake story about yourself is so that you could expose them that, like, see, look, they just go with everything on stuff. But then if you're telling them that yourself, then how is that exposing them? Because you told them that. So if Boogie, you tell them that, but it's not true, but then they make a story about it, wow, what the fuck how is that going to solve anything? This whole thing makes no sense to me.
Someone probably...
Let me go back because I feel like I missed something.
Very, very stupid. They've been calling me a liar and a manipulator for a really, really long time, and after talking to my friend at the FBI, after talking to a friend in PR, they made a suggestion, and that was to bait them and see what would happen. So I did.
Oh, this is a person in PR. Hold on.
PR. They made a suggestion, calling me a liar and a manipulator for a really, really long time. And after talking to my friend at the FBI, after talking to a friend in PR, they made a suggestion, and that was to bait them and see what would happen. So I did. I had a private conversation with somebody I knew who posted on that message board, and I filled it full of tons of misinformation to see what they would grab a hold of. Now,
oh my God, well, what the hell do you think is going to happen? Why does it matter what they grab a hold of? What's the point in that? And if you leaked it to somebody, I mean, this is something you would do if you had a friend and you didn't know if that friend was involved in that group. So let's pretend that you were afraid that one of your friends was in a troll group who was using information you told them to attack you. Well, then you would leak something like, I never tell anybody this, but I lost one of my balls. I had surgery on one of my balls, and I only have one testicle. Like, that's something you tell someone you're suspicious of, and then when it comes out in that group, you know, Brad's a fucking liar. Brad's a double agent. Why would you purposely funnel in all kinds of stuff to them because they're going through all your videos looking for that stuff. Guess what? I'll already spoil the answer for you, man. They're going to find the worst stuff you said, and they're going to run with it because you're actually saying it. You didn't expose anybody new. You didn't find out somebody new. Like, all you did was feed them more stuff. So how can this be? So my point of this in saying this is, at this point, this is why Boogie's video has dislikes, because now people don't even believe this story. They don't believe that this really happened. All right? They believe that you just basically lied about swatting for no reason but sympathy. They don't believe you lied about swatting to this group. They believe you just lied about swatting for sympathy. They don't believe that you leaked this to a group on purpose. And the reason why is because it is so dumb that it's either that. It's either you lied and you're trying to cover it up with this story, or you're, like, literally stupid. And I don't know which one it is. And I'm pretty stupid myself, so it could be stupid, because I'm dumb as hell. So it could be dumb. I've done dumb-ass things. And I've had people think that I lied about stuff when I didn't lie about it. It was just so dumb that, like, that's what you feel. And I think that that's what people think about Boogie here.
I want to show you these receipts, but someone probably from that subreddit hacked into my Twitter today. I don't have access to it. As soon as I do, I'll link this video. I'll link all of this stuff and show you guys. But take my word for it, I told them all kinds of outlandish stuff. I told them that I was writing a book, which is not an entire lie, but I told them that I was swatted twice in December. Oh
my God, the book thing was fine. I'm writing a book. I lost my testicles. I like to sniff ass. I mean, that stuff is all fine if you can deal with it being leaked out as fact. That stuff is all fine. The swatted thing twice? Why would you say that? You're not trying to expose somebody in their group to find out who the person is leaking it. You know who's leaking it, so you're telling them, and then they're telling the group, and then you're waiting to see what they write about you? What? They're writing all these crazy, outlandish things about you, so what's the difference? I don't understand this at all. It makes no sense to me.
Told them that that I dated a girl that was 43 years old for the last couple of years because I wanted to see what they would do with this information, and I just wanted to keep them busy. I wanted to bait them based on what my PR person said. They said, give them something to talk about, so I did.
Oh my God, man. What are these people, fucking stupid? What planet are these people that you're talking to from, Boogie? Boogie, how many years have I said to Boogie2988, hey, want to do a podcast, Boogie? Want to come on my show, Boogie? Want to do something, Boogie? I'll actually be a good friend. Who are these people telling you this stupid shit? Oh, hey, want to feed the trolls epically? I think you know what you're doing. You have to know what you're doing. You don't want to be friends with me or Jeremy, but you want to, like, have these conversations with these FBI people and, like, PR people, and this is what the PR people told you to do? Lie about being swatted? What kind of drugs or crazy kind of fucking cocaine are we on here to think that this is a good idea? If you want to keep them busy, tell them a bunch of stories about, did you hear I have a new girlfriend? Did you hear that I have one testicle? Did you hear that I'm writing a book? I'm actually writing 2 books. Did you hear that I'm writing 1 book about my wife? I'm writing a book about the neighbor. I'm moving soon. I'm going to be moving to Canada. Did you know that I have 100 figures in my collection? Did you know I had to sell my BB-8 statues that I collect in my bedroom that I don't tell anybody about because I have a sexual obsession with BB-8? Like, those are all weird, stupid things that you could have said. But no, swatted. And even some of the other things that he said. What? What? And who are these people? Never take advice from these people ever again. They are morons. Unless your goal was to get the internet talking about you like it is. I mean, that's pretty good, but it's not working. It's working, but it's not working. And some people have problems with Boogie because I feel like his teeth. I feel like his teeth look so nice now. People are creeped out by it. And they don't see the same Boogie. It's something like weird. They don't see the Boogie, the big, funny, fat guy that was so lovable. Now they see all these other things and they make up these assertions in their minds and the perceptions in their minds. And I get why they do it because even I've done it. Even I've had to look at him and be like, nope, you got to calm down. He just got his teeth fixed. There's nothing new. He's not a different person. And people make up all this bullshit about you. I understand. I don't know what to think anymore about. I don't know what to think. I have no idea.
What they latched onto, though, I was totally surprised with what they latched on, because they incriminated themselves so beautifully.
How?
That I can't, if you have respect for these people after me showing you this, then
I don't have respect for anybody.
I don't want you to have respect for me, because I no longer respect you. Right here in one of the most upvoted posts on this entire subreddit, they show where they both doxed me, where they searched police records involving my address and my home information, and they have literally gone completely batshit insane. First up to...
I mean, doxing somebody, obviously, that's messed up. But if that's true. But so you tell these people, you tell these trolls that you were swatted twice, and you don't think that they're not going to look up police records and try to find out if it's true? Even if they're trolls, they're probably trying to look up to see if it's true. You told them you were swatted, so now they're looking all over the internet to find out, did he get swatted? Was there a police report on this? Of course they're looking up this information. You told them you were swatted, so now they're trying to fucking verify it. What do you think they're gonna do? What the fuck are you doing? Ah! I can't deal with it, Boogie. Oh my God, fuck your PR person. Here's some other videos you might have missed. This is Corrupted Nation. Hit the sub button. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about all this? Leave a like, god damn it, because I need it, because YouTube ain't paying crap anymore. And check out my Patreon. But mostly watch these other videos. I don't know.